Hey everyone, I'm Jacquis.
And I'm Kristen. Welcome to The Nightly from Hatch, a slumber party for pop culture lovers. Jacquis, It is so good to see you. How are you doing tonight?
I am delightful tonight. Delightful. I'm feeling good, feeling great. How are you? It's good to see you in a pillow fort.
Oh, it's great to see you. And we have left holiday season and are heading toward award season. And tonight, we're going to talk about the upcoming Golden Globe Awards. Are you ready, Jacquis?
Let's talk about the Globes.
Yes. All right. So the Golden Globes, it's a very special awards show / party. Famously, it's full of debauchery. It's full of drunkenness. It's where the TV stars and the movie stars rub elbows together. Right now, movie stars and TV stars can be the same thing. But, 20 years ago, there was a really strict line. You were either one or the other. And at the Globes, you would mingle with the others. And a lot of fun things happen at the Globes. Maybe somebody like Harrison Ford would have a drink spilled on him by Callista Flockhart, and then they would hook up and stay married for 20 years, for example. Just an example off the top of my head.
Is that how it happens?
Yeah, that's how it happens. Jacquis, just go to the Golden Globes and spill a drink on Harrison Ford, and you'll have someone right there.
Listen, what's old girl from Marty Supreme? She could spill a drink, and I'll propose right there.
Yes. Yeah.
Be like, will you marry me? Will you please marry me? She's like, yes. We'll be happily ever after.
So the Globes are a lot of fun, and historically they've also gotten a lot of slack because the voting members were just a few dozen journalists, entertainment journalists from the Hollywood Foreign Press. So you essentially are reporting on movies, but you live in France, or you're going to film openings, but you live in some other part of the world. So the Hollywood Foreign Press Association was just a few dozen entertainment reporters that somehow ended up very powerful and having this award show every year. And because these entertainment reporters were easily enamored with celebrity, they would frequently just nominate things where it's like, ooh, we want to meet Marilyn Monroe. Oh, let's nominate Madonna for an acting award because let's rub elbows with Madonna and so on. And so it was always a fun, frothy award show where really dumb things or maybe lowbrow things would get nominated. And then on top of that, some people like to watch the Golden Globes because they were hoping it would give them an edge when they were placing their bets on the Oscar movies for, Oscar betting season. And occasionally there's a crossover with the Globes and the Oscars of who wins. But again, the Globes famously are a little more frothy and a little more fun. So anywho, shall we talk about what we think is going to happen this year at the Globes?
Yeah. They're going down on Sunday the 11th. Hosted again by Nikki Glaser, which the Oscars are also doing. They found Conan O'Brien hosted last year, and he's coming back this year to host. Nikki Glaser hosted last year, and she's coming back this year to host. The host is always a thankless job for both of those events. They rotate quite a bit, but whenever you find like a good one, they usually run that person into the ground until people hate them again. So that's generally what happens. But for now, everybody's on like we liked her. Bring her back. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
The Golden Globes are always weird for me because unlike the Oscars, which generally take place in March, usually late February, early March, which gives people like 4 to 8 weeks to catch up on things that we did not get a chance to see that are nominated. Whereas the Golden Globes are like, first week of the year, here's everything. So I haven't even gotten the chance to watch everything.
Yep. You just put away your confetti from New Year's Eve, and now it's time to go do this show.
It's time to go do the show, which is fine as far as the fun of it, but it does leave me not as prepared as far as, I did see that movie, or there are still a few that I want to watch.
Yeah. I have to confess, Jacquis, I'm in the same boat as you. I have not seen a lot of the Golden Globe nominations. I mean, one thing to note that makes the Golden Globes different is they separate the dramatic films from the musical / comedy films. So they have two sets of awards, all the awards for the dramas and all the awards for the comedy / musicals. And I have not seen as many of the dramas as I probably should have by now. I've seen way more of the comedy/musicals. And I have seen a lot of the TV, just a ton of the TV this year. But the movies, a lot of the movies came out just within the last few weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just haven't been able to see all 12 of the nominees for Best Picture in the last 2 weeks since they've come out. It's just too many movies to see in 2 weeks for me.
It's a lot. Let's jump right in. I feel like there were, to me, not many snubs in the movie category, and I think that's because one, there's just so many, and they separate them too. So you generally can get most of the favorites or the ones that people think should win in. But the Best Picture nominees were Blue Moon, Begonia, Marty Supreme, No Other Choice, Nouvelle Vague, I'm probably mispronouncing that, and One Battle After Another.
These are for the musical comedy ones?
This is for the Best Musical Comedy, yeah. I've seen all of these except No Other Choice and Nouvelle Vague. I feel like One Battle After Another is the favorite, and I really liked it. Begonia was very fun for me too.
I really enjoyed Begonia. I enjoyed it so much.
Very interesting, but I'm old enough now to know what award bait is, and not saying One Battle After Another is not worthy, because it was a very good movie, but yeah, that's the type of movie that wins awards. So I think that's going to be the big winner for that category.
One Battle After Another.
Yeah,
it also cleaned up at the Critics' Choice Awards. So
it did.
If that's a predictor, yeah.
Do you think it should win though?
I think that the first hour was so slow and maddening. I just thought, when is this movie going to start? The table setting in this movie is taking a full hour. And then once the hour and a half that the movie was actually happening, in my opinion, once that was going on, I was on the edge of my seat and loving it. But for the first hour, I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I don't know. But yeah, once it kicked into high gear, I really loved it. I did.
All right. So what do you think? What do you think should win then?
Well, a part of me thinks No Other Choice has a pretty good chance.
Interesting.
I mean, this is the same, director as Old Boy. I feel like Korean cinema has been really having a moment over the last decade where it's been, Parasite, Squid Game. I mean, people love Korean film at this point. So I feel like there's actually a slight chance that No Other Choice could do well. But I will say this, because the Golden Globes voters love celebrities, there are way more Hollywood celebrities in One Battle After Another than there are in No Other Choice. Like, if you want to rub elbows with Leo DiCaprio, if you want to take a selfie with Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, that's your movie, right?
Yeah.
So... Yeah. All right. So I'm not going to disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the Best Motion Picture Drama?
Let's do it.
All right. So nominated is Frankenstein, Hamnet, It Was Just an Accident, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and The Secret Agent. I have my favorite on that list.
Yeah, I have only seen Sinners and The Secret Agent out of all of these. And I'll probably watch Frankenstein as well. But I will say, I'm a fan of Sinners.
Me too. Oh my God, I want Sinners to win.
I want Sinners to win. But let me tell you why I think Sinners should win. First of all, I think the cultural phenomenon that it was, while it shouldn't mean anything for a lot of things, I think the connection that the movie gave to a lot of people does matter. That's the purpose of art, is the connection that it elicits inside of you, right? And then the cinematography of the movie.
Oh, thank you for mentioning that. I wish more people would talk about how beautiful the movie was.
It was beautiful. And so, all these aspects, yes, it can win Best Cinematography. Yes, it can win Best Original Screenplay, which I think it was the best original movie that we got last year.
Oh, yeah. When you start off watching it, you think it's one thing. And then about a third of the way through, it's like, oh, no, this is not the movie I thought it was. I thought this was a historical story of just two brothers. Oh, it's about way more than two brothers, and it's about way more than history. Yeah.
It's really beautiful. And then the acting was great. The cast was great. The direction was great. And so I'm like, when you put all of these things together and you say like, well, this was one of the best movies for this part. This was one of the best movies for this part. If the movie has like 7 aspects of it this was one of the best movies for this part, like it's really hard to say that movie shouldn't win or isn't one of the best movies of the year.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jacquis. Loved the movie. I also think it's the closest to being a Globes movie. When I think of like blockbusters, celebrities, Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, Haley Steinfeld, when I think of like what's Hollywood, that's like what the Globes are about. And that's what Sinners has all over it. More than these other movies, many of which are aiming to be more arty. And I'm like, arty and the Globes don't go together to me. It's not about arty. It's about explosive. It's about Hollywood. It's about cheering and so on. So I think Sinners has all of that in it.
But it also has the art. Like that music scene where we were spanning all the different eras of music and cultures.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
I've not seen anything like that on screen in a very long time. That was one of the more artistic, beautiful things that I'd ever seen. Also, listen, as a Black dude, I love that Ryan Coogler doesn't code switch. I love that he gets on the microphone and he talks exactly like where he's from. He doesn't change it up for his white audiences or to make people more comfortable. And give it the world. Give it the world. I love it.
All the awards.
So, okay. Obviously, this is very Sinners heavy. We talked a lot about Sinners, but there are other worthy movies. If another movie wins, it's not like it wouldn't be deserving, because there was a lot of great movies that came out. So are there any other or another drama that you think could take it, should take it, would take it?
Well, I do think that it would not be impossible for Hamnet to win. Hamnet, directed by Chloe Zhao, who also directed Nomadland, that won a bunch of awards the year that came out. And so I think that could be in the running as well.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, though. I still loved Sinners the most.
That's fair. Hamnet was great. I really did like Hamnet. It was good. It was a good movie.
It's a very different kind of movie than Sinners.
Yeah, very different kind of movie than Sinners. I also, this isn't a knock on Hamnet. I think I've just seen movies like that, throughout time. While it is good and, its own thing.
A historical drama about a famous person working through their pain. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yes. Who are you excited to see? What speech would you be excited to see, hear, anything like that? Oh,
gosh. Well, I have to say, more than a speech, I'm excited to see a musical performance. So I am one of those fans of K-pop Demon Hunter.
Okay.
And I really love the song Golden. And I'm way more excited to see that be performed on stage than I am any of the songs that are nominated from Wicked. And I'm just going to say something that might be upsetting for some people. Brace yourselves. I really don't think Wicked needs to win any awards this year.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would be totally fine with Wicked for Good just being snubbed entirely. It won one Golden Globe last time, the first Wicked movie when it came out, and I don't even think it deserved that. So I'm fine with leaving that behind, with more of the musical love going toward K-pop Demon Hunters. I just think that's a good, fun movie that reached people across generations. The music reached #1 in, I think, 40 countries on the top 40 charts. I was in New Zealand visiting family for Thanksgiving, and it was playing everywhere. I was at the airport. It was playing everywhere. I go to the grocery store. I was hanging out with my friends' kids who are in middle school. Music's playing. I mean, I feel like this is music that's permeated a lot of the world, and it really taps into something that people like, that's more fresh, more modern, more global than what Wicked does. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wicked fans. I'm not trying to put down Wicked, but I just feel like K-pop Demon Hunters is more of the moment.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I know I haven't watched the movie, but I know music from it because, like you said, it has permeated.
You can't avoid it. It's everywhere. Yeah.
It's very weird for me because, like, I see what you're saying, and I don't necessarily disagree. I think I have a different, like, take on it.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird because it's kind of a both sides take.
Okay.
I do love, like, more fresh, more in the moment of the time like things winning. However, as somebody who grew up in theater, musicals in themselves are generally like looked down on in pop culture, especially nowadays. And so for a musical that started as a stage play that like had amazing Broadway-esque musical performances to still permeate through pop culture as opposed to a movie and songs like K-pop Demon Hunters, which just really sounds like any other pop songs that come out today. And so it feels a little more like, this is what's popular. Great, let's make that. And like people will enjoy it and people will like it. This is a hot take. But sometimes that annoys me from a standpoint of, you know, like a musical is still a beautiful art form. And our audiences today don't give those musicals chances a lot. Now, Wicked is different, and this is where I'm on the other side, because it was already so popular, right? And so my hope is that if a movie like Wicked, which was already so popular, can get people thinking, talking, enjoying, wanting to see musicals from like a mainstream and not just a niche, I like Broadway standpoint, and then we can get more movies next year or in the coming years that are more original, that are like in the traditional musical space, but are original, not just like, you know, as big as Wicked was. I think that ultimately is a good thing, as opposed to, we don't need more movies like K-pop Demon Hunter. I don't think so. I don't think we do. And not the movie itself. Like, I'm sure it was great, but I mean, like, we don't need more musical type things that are just going for radio play. Because we have enough of that already. Like, I think we have enough of that. I think, you know, if what we are going to start enjoying for the musical space is just what we hear on the radio every day, that's a little tougher for the theater kid in me to swallow.
Got it.
That's just a different take. I don't disagree with what you're saying. But
the theater kid in you longs for
that to be popular again.
Yeah, you're cheering for theater musical style music.
Because when was the last one that was like really, really big? Chicago?
Oh, I loved Chicago.
That was 20 years ago.
Chicago was fantastic.
You know, yeah. Let's not wait 20 more years for the next like musical, like the next like Broadway type, West Side Story, Chicago, Wicked type musical to pop off in the mainstream as well, is my hope.
I accept your hot take, but I think there's room for both.
That's what I'm hoping. Hoping. I just don't. We know how society. I just don't think that will be the case. So, like, that's just my take. Yeah.
It's tough also because both K-pop Demon Hunters and Wicked are so heavily telling the story of female characters. And we know Hollywood does not like to tell female character stories.
We do not get that a lot.
No. If you look at all of the Best Picture nominees, everything from musicals to comedies to animated to foreign picture, very few of them have a cast that's mostly female. Most of them are mostly male casts. So, yeah.
But I will agree with this, which what you said. I don't think Wicked needs to win anything.
All right, should we talk about TV a little bit?
Let's talk about TV.
All right, so we'll talk about the nominees for Best TV Musical or Comedy. They are Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, Only Murders in the Building, and The Studio. What do you think is going to win for Best TV Musical or Comedy?
I mean, I think The Studio is likely going to win. The Studio has been a favorite amongst the comedy world.
Also, people in the industry love it when you cover stories about the industry.
Yeah. And it was fun. I'm tired of The Bear being nominated for comedy anything. It's not a comedy. And I'm glad that people are starting to realize
it's very stressful. The Bear does not make me smile at all. It just stresses me out.
It's not a comedy at all. I don't understand it. I never have, but that's just me. You know, my two favorites are Abbott Elementary, and Nobody Wants This is good too, but I don't think that's going to win. Abbott and Studio are probably the two favorites, with Studio probably taking it home.
All right. Well, I'm going to say I want Hacks to win.
Hacks is great. Hacks
Hacks is
great.
hilarious. Jean Smart, Hannah Einbender, Megan Stalter. I mean, the whole cast is just hilarious. It's a mix of legends. It's a mix of people who are like new to the game. And everybody is so funny and unexpected, I feel, on the show. Like, a sentence can start one way as someone's delivering it, and by the time they get to the final word of the sentence, they're saying something I did not expect. Because everybody and every character, while being consistent in who they are also so surprising in what they say. And I'm always on my toes, not knowing what's going to happen from episode to episode.
Yeah.
And so it's very clever, but it also does that thing we mentioned earlier, which is it's also kind of a show about the industry, which gives it an edge because, you know, award shows, they love shows about the industry. So
I love shows about the industry.
They love it. So I'm putting my vote behind Hacks because I want Hacks to win, but I also think it has a chance. All right, let's talk about TV series drama. The nominees are The Diplomat, Pluribus, Severance, Slow Horses, The Pit, and The White Lotus.
I've watched Pluribus, Pit, Severance. I've watched episodes of The White Lotus. I have not watched the other ones. Here's what I think. I personally enjoy Severance more than anything else that came out on television last year, in this category at least. But I think like The Pit has been consistently winning all the awards for this category. So my heart says Severance, my brain says The Pit, and I think The White Lotus could be a dark horse just because it's so popular and people love it and yada, yada, yada. I've not seen The Diplomat or Slow Horses, though, so I can't speak to those.
Wow. I think all four of the shows that you shouted out, White Lotus, The Pit, Severance, Pluribus, they're all great shows. And I agree with you that The Pit has been winning most of the awards so far. I believe people are not talking as much about The Diplomat and Slow Horses, but my heart would love it if Pluribus won.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think Pluribus is so thoughtful, so strange, so... I think it really speaks to the time we're in, the idea of a hive mind, the idea of what does it mean to be good, but it does it in a non-preachy way, in a way that's very clever and smart. And I'm kind of surprised this is in the drama category because in a lot of ways the show is very funny too. So yeah, I would love it if Pluribus won, but yeah,
I enjoyed
agree
Pluribus.
with you, Jacquis. The Pit is probably the most likely to.
Yeah, I enjoyed Pluribus. It was great. I think I'm mad at Pluribus right now. Because I'm just like, man, I'm so tired of the TV model right now, especially on streaming. It just is so annoying where I'm like, you can't end a season like that and then talk about the next one ain't coming out to 2028. I was like, I don't care anymore. Like, it truly took the air out of every balloon I had on me. And I was like, I don't even care about the show anymore. Like, I got to wait 2-3 years just to see the conclusion of this cliffhanger. And we got no answers, really, for the end. And that's not fair. That's not fair to the show and judging it on its actual merit and season. But, like, man, it pissed me off. So.
I hear you. That's how I felt about Severance.
Yeah. Same.
What was it? 2 seasons stretched out over 4 years?
Crazy.
That was tough.
I'm so tired of it. So, yeah.
I get it. But it'll be fun to watch and see who wins everything, see if you and I are right about anything,
We'll
see if there are any wild hookups, see if there are any drunken speeches, because there are frequently drunken speeches.
Yeah.
And see Nikki Glaser be very, very funny and biting at the same time. She's the queen of funny, biting humor, in my opinion.
Love it.
Did you, Jacquis, before we wrap things up, have any last-minute hot takes you wanted to share about the show?
I have a hot take. I don't think he's going to win because it's going this way, but sometimes they be surprising you. I think Michael B. Jordan should be the favorite for Best Actor. Timothy Chalamet was fantastic. He's great. But nobody did what MBJ did in a movie, playing 2 roles differently, with heart, depth, and you literally were like, those are 2 different people. He carried the movie in a way no other actor carried the movie. And my hot take is, if he doesn't win, it would be a travesty. And I'm prepared to be travestated. And I know that's not a word, but I'm prepared to be travestated because I know he's not going to win, but he should.
I love that this is the hill you're going to die on. He just did a really good job. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll come back and see how we did. We'll probably be mostly wrong, all of us. But we'll see. We'll see.
Should we get together next week and maybe recap how things actually went? Yeah, let's do that next week. All right, that gives me something to look forward to as I go and drift off to sleep tonight. Have a good night, Jacquis.
Thank you so much. I will also drift off telling my speech. Good night, Kristen.